everybody, my name is Sandra. Thanks so much for joining me today. We're going to be doing a date night makeup look using the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette. Now, normally when you think blue blood, you think I'm going to be doing a blue look, but this is going to be teal all the way. It is a smoky eye, so I'll kind of detail the steps when we get to that point, and I'll explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I do start with my eye primer, which is especially when you start with matte shadows, I think that this is an epic start to any eye look. Make sure you use an eye primer. It will save your life, I promise. If I use one that is a bit too liquidy, then I do find it continues to crease and I hate the look at the end of the night. This literally lasted all night. By the time I came home and washed off my makeup, it was still exactly the way it looked before I left the house. So the eye primer I used was a Sigma eyeshadow base primer in the shade Ignite. They only have 2 or 3 shades, and honestly, I haven't used the primers for a long time. I haven't looked at the website, so I don't know if they still have them available, but they are, I have to say the Sigma one is the best primer I have used, and I've used probably about 5 different eye primers since starting makeup about 5 or 6 years ago. So I'm using this matte based teal shadow here, and I'm kind of ironing out the shape on my eye. It is a smoky eye. It's pretty much foolproof. You can't really mess it up, but I do start at the base of my lashes and I work my way up into the crease. And then using the same brush, after you've applied the shadow, I kind of buff it out into the crease and above the crease, especially if, like, when you open your eyes, your eyelid is mostly concealed. It's really good to blend that shadow up a little bit past the crease. So I'm slowly working my way up, and I add a little bit more product to make it a little bit more in depth. And then, as you can see here, I've added a darker shade of teal to give the eye more depth and dimension. So now I'm going in with the shimmer shade, and I apply this all over the inner part of the eye towards the middle, and that really helps again to give the eye some dimension. So once I'm done applying this, obviously you can tell I'm doing my eyes first. It has a lot of fallout. So I take this makeup wipe. It is from Kirkland. It's a Costco brand. I take it and I wipe away all of the product underneath my eye. It is essential when you're doing a dark or smoky eye that you do your eyes first. It really does save your makeup. So I'm prepping my skin with the Innbeauty Project Extreme Cream. I have loved this cream. So it really does prep your skin for makeup, and I've been absolutely loving that product. The primer that I'm using is the One Size Secure the Sweat Primer, and it is, again, one of the best primers I have ever used. I swear by it. I've used it probably ever since I bought it every single day. And then once I'm done applying the primer, I go in with my concealer. So the concealer is Anastasia Beverly Hills Magic Touch Concealer in the shade 10. It is quite light, but I do have a really deep tan going on. So I'm buffing it out, and this is just to cover up all of my sunspots that I have on my face. So I don't use it anywhere else other than on the tops of my cheeks. I don't really feel like I need the coverage. But I do need to set it. It is imperative that you set your concealer. So I'm using the smaller brush to go in with my Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder. I really like this powder. It's very finely milled, and I think I've had it for about 2 or 3 years now. So it does last a long time. And then for eyebrows. So I like to frame my face before I go in with any other makeup. For the pencil, this is the Urban Decay Brow Blade in the shade Cool Cookie. It is the best shade for my eyebrows. It matches my natural hair color perfectly. And the pencil can be likened to the micro tip from, I think it's Benefit, from the micro brow tip pencil that you can get. It's new this year, I believe. And it's very, very tiny. It does break off easy, so please be careful. I am kind of gluing this down with the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Gel. I swear by that brow gel. I've tried a few, and that one works the best. For bronzer, I'm using my Fenty Beauty Stalk'r Instant Warmth Bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie. And because the concealer was so light, I really have to beef that part of my face up. So I go in there and I just use a big fluffy brush and I blend all over. And I continue blending. Even after I've added product, I continue blending because I don't want any weird lines all over my face. So you'll see I'm blending around my jaw area as well until it looks natural. I don't overdo it because I'm adding blush on top. So I'm going in with my favorite, current favorite blush. This is the Pat McGrath Bridgerton Blushing Delights blush palette. There are 3 shades plus 1 highlighter, which is a golden tone. And it kind of looks like, I don't know if you guys watch Love Island, but for this bride part of it, they had to do like this really bright pink cheek makeup look with like teal or blue shadow. And I feel like I'm pulling off those vibes right now. It's very tropical feeling. So anyway, I blended that out, and then I added a little bit more bronzer on top to really blend it. I'm pulling together the eye look now with more shadow on the lower lash line. And then I'm going to go in with my liner. So I'm using 2 different liners. On the water lines, I'll be using the Avon Glimmersticks waterproof liner in the shade Blackest Night. This stuff only comes off with like eye makeup remover, but I swear by it, it lasts forever. And I haven't picked one up in probably like 6 or 7 years since I stopped selling it, but it is really, really good. So if you guys can get your hands on some Avon liner, it is amazing. I am also going to darken up the lash line by using the Too Faced Better Than Sex Black Liquid Liner. And I don't usually make a really thick line. I don't really do cat's eye, mostly because I really suck at it. This is basically to really darken up the lash line. So when you apply lashes, it really helps them stick. Oh, you can see my baby. That's so cute. He came to say hello. But yeah, I love this product. And I remember when it first came out, the reviews on it were so horrible, but you know what? It is the best liner I probably have used in a really long time. So next I'm going in with my highlighter. After I finish touching up my eyes, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Glow Glide Face Architect highlighter in the shade Champagne Glow. I only use a touch. And it goes really fast, so I'm going to speed by this part. And the lip gloss I'm going to be using is the Buxom Full On Plumping Lip Polish in the shade Celeste. I really like to keep my lips light because it just kind of comes off anyway, so I reapply throughout the night. And then mascara and lashes are super quick. Mascara will be L'Oreal Telescopic Lift, and the lashes, I honestly can't remember, but I believe they're from Ardell. And the setting spray is the One Size setting spray On Until Dawn, which does have a lot of alcohol in it, but it is amazing. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.